Archer, is everything ready?
The Shire Moot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Yes, I'm curious to see this Shire Moot for myself. I'll follow. When will the boat begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones, but they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man. It now falls to you to break this impasse.
Me? By whose order?
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
It's not an easy choice to make, but I will choose with care. I promise.
I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
How are you, Lord?
Have I heard aright? That you have come to break us from our deadlock?
I have, Lord. Have you any advice before our vote?
Lord Hundbeor was a bold and honest man, if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities in his son. Therefore, Hunwald is my man.
King Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall have his full blessing.
He's learning fast. Good man. Good evening, Alfgard.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It's a difficult choice, Alfgard. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good. But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I don't doubt your convictions, Lord. Grim, good to see you again.
A hearty hello, Drenger. Seems Britain is getting quite used to the idea of Danes stalking her shores.
Where do you fall in this contest, Grim? Alfgard is a friend of yours, is he not?
He is, and a good man as well. But I cast my stone for the bishop.
The bishop? That's an odd strategy.
These Christians are easy to nudge about. So desperate they are to avoid a good fight, they'll agree to most anything a Dane says.
A vote for Hunwald will return the House of the Ferocious Swan to its former glory.
How fare you, Lord?
My prayers are fervent and my will is strong, Eivor. If I am Elderman, I will bring joy to this Shire.
There's more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing to take risks.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom and fortitude and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That's good to hear. Bishop.
Eivor, I must thank you for your fearless participation in our moot.
I'm surprised to hear you vouch for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance, this Shire is crawling back from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire. I pray now that he guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work, it may be.
Well then, I thank you for what it's worth. God go with you.
Three men, 3 possible futures. Which of these sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them? It's not for myself I must cast this stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need? You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself. All three have strengths and weaknesses. Though tinged with arrogance, Alfgar is competent and wealthy. He'd be a good Elderman, but a faithful ally? Hunwald is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit. Both go a long way in times of need. The bishop can be stuffy and wallows in Christian piety, but he is wisest of the three and has already proven himself. Hunwald is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit. Both go a long way in times of need. Lead your shire with pride, ferocious swan.
It is decreed by this lawful Shiremoot that the Ealdorman of Lincolnshire shall be son of our dear and departed Lord Hundbjorn, Lord Hunwald of Lincolnshire.
I don't know what to say. I thank you. Deeply, madly, humbly. What more can I say? I don't know. I miss my father. I'd sooner see him standing here than... Well, I will do my best. For each and every one of you.
Let us all raise our cups. A toast to our new Ealdorman. As all well know, this Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results. Our good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
A septic rot has overtaken this shire. A sickness for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace! What is this?
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast!
For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive!
Steel yourself. Mother of God! Another battle!
Hold steady, Ealdorman. Grab any arm you can.
Is this how that guard walks into New England?
Bastard bishop. What's his endgame? This one's gone. Find those who still draw breath. Polish your ass, Hunwald. The ultimate seat is yours. As your war council, I suggest you waste no time in catching this grief-tosser. He won't be far.
We should first bury our dead, no?
That choice is yours to make, Ultiman.
Yes. Yes, of course. We'll bury our dead, then raise a feard.
I am at a loss for words. A trusted man of the cloth. I will pray for these martyrs, and tend to the remaining wounded, until the last man walks free.
Be well, Archer.
And you, Eivor. May God, or the gods, protect you.
A bold attack, and in broad daylight. The hatred that eats at that man must be ravenous.
What news, Hunwald?
We've learned that Herivryth rode for the fort at Annikastre following the massacre. I have assembled a feard there. Quite a large one, in fact. They eagerly await your orders, Eivor.
You mean your orders, Elderman?
Ah, yes, that's right. My orders. Which are what, exactly?
Who can say? Ride with me to your camp, and we'll find out together.
Herivryth was a friend of my father's and always so dear to me. I don't understand what possessed him.
He invoked the name of an ancient order before his men attacked. I know exactly what possessed him.
Do you?
It's not a story for now.
This will send waves of disgust through all the parishes of Mercia. Herivryth is a new and ugly stain on the bishopric.
Your Christ was an interesting man, if a little soft. But stranger still, I've met so few Christians like him.
Today has been a boon, Eivor. In spite of everything, I now know my father's spirit still burns within me. It's thanks to you I know this. When songs are sung of the day Lincolnshire was saved, your name will ripple through every stanza.
Don't be hasty, Hunwald. One verse of our song remains unsung. The din of battle beckons.
You pagans and your appetite for battle. I certainly don't share it. I worry what diabolical feast the bishop has in store.
Don't let that poxy bishop worry you. With Eivor beside us, he'll be victuals before long. How has Atcha taken all this? She and Herivryth were so close.
She must feel as though the devil himself attacked her monastery. The poor lady.
We spoke briefly. Her spirits were low, but her work carried on. I think she'll be fine.
Manipulated by a man who should be
Who's
God.
the turf this time, eh? Don't want to freeze to death here.
The feared will soon be ready for action.
Give them mead and let them rest. There's hard fighting ahead.
Our warsmith has arrived. The Feards are ready to fight.
Chieftain Eivor, can we win this fight with the men you see assembled here?
If they fight with the bravery of double their number, we may.
And is there room in your Valhalla for a ferocious swan?
Of course. Let fly your glorious banner.
Are we ready then?
We attack now. Ready the field.
Our first task will be to breach the outer wall. Then we deal with the troops inside.
To me, holy warriors of Lincolnshire!
The best way to breach is with a battering ram. I should help it along.
Savages. They made sport of the abbot, tying him to an ox and throwing axes to make martyrs.
With me! Look out!
Incoming!
Oil!
Look out! Please! Look out! Oil!
Stand in the boat!
Let's hit them hard! Out! Down there! Oil! Leave the ram! We don't need it! Fight! Fight until your livers hang from your mouth!
I need to find a way past that palisade. An explosion could do it. Or I can try hitting it with a spring.
I got him! My thanks, Algar!
Point me to the bishop. No one else need die today.
He's in the chapel there, hiding away. Scabrous coward.
Let no one leave that church without facing judgment.
Strike with me!
To respite, Lord, please. Our battle is lost.
Continue the work of God, my boy! Kill this pagan!
Ich wusste, ich sollte bekommen. Nein, Schall. Ich bin so schlichtig.
Damn! Knives! Hold you!
I died the day I hid behind these robes, this cross. To bring the light of my order to a wider view, I did baste myself. Clawed my way to the top of this common religion, full of common men. I should have lived as the ancient dead. That's the folly of mankind, Hiravrid. We wallow in our failures like happy pigs in a sty of shit. We should have learned to enjoy it.
Eivor, is he... is the bishop dead?
He bled too little and talked too much. Now he's gone.
I won't miss him. But Atcha will need some time to grieve.
You fought well, ferocious swan. Notched a few scars on your baby fat today.
Yes, but they will heal. And stronger than before.
Lincolnshire is yours to lead, Elderman. The hardest fight begins now.
The din of battle still rings in my ears. I think I now know what it means to be a leader.
Good.
I would ask a favor, if I could.
Name it.
As Elderman, my life may be a dangerous one. For a time, anyway. Would you allow my swan burrow to take refuge in your settlement? At least until I feel all danger has passed.
We'd be happy to have her.
Thank you, my sturdy Norse berserker. The mead halls of my shire will be lonely without you stomping about.
Our people are bonded now. We must look out for one another.
Blast it. I am a horror with goodbyes.
It'll do for now. Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Good to see you, darling.
Lincolnshire is a friend to us.
Wonderful news. And who is our ally there?
The boy Hunwald is the new Ealdorman of Lincolnshire, and he has sworn allegiance to us.
The loud one, an Ealdorman? Well, should he ever wish to call for aid, he need only shout. Eivor. Sigurd wishes to speak with you. Hated.
Something happened.
You will want to speak to him yourself.
Eivor, the time has come. Our time.
Our time for what?
My final glory awaits.
Your final glory? I fear to ask what that means.
Do I not speak plainly? My time in Midgard is done. I wish now to see the hall of my ancestors.
If you wish to die, it will not be by my hand.
I do not speak of death, Eivor. I speak of life. Life and glory everlasting. I know I've been in a fog these last few weeks. I know I speak words you don't fully understand. But I only ask you trust me once more, on my final voyage back to Norway, to wish my father farewell and achieve my destiny.
Back to Norway? I need to discuss this with Randvi.
If you must. I will await your answer down by the docks. Do not keep me waiting.
Pleasure to see you, Eivor.
I want to see the Alliance map. It may be time to return to Norway. Sigurd is eager to see his father and And beyond that, I do not know.
I have heard ill news about Styrbjorn in the past year. If you go, go with care.
We will leave now, and return as soon as we're able.
Good. And be safe. Both of you.
Ah, a new letter. Sigurd.
Shall we then, Eivor? To Norway, and well beyond.
To Norway, then.
Good, good! Lead on! So strange. It has changed, but it feels unfamiliar.
A few years abroad have shaped us more than all the decades we spent here.
And it's bloody cold. Colder than I remember.
Pick up from there.
This is Harald's fair hair's kingdom now. Every peak and fjord. It pains me to say it, to think it even.
And our father, his fool, the poor man.
It is a role he chose. He bent easily and broke in half. Do not pity him.
No.
For many moons I could not sleep, always thinking of his betrayal. The horrors I wished upon him. He deserves nothing but shame now.
Put it out of your mind, Sigurd. There's no need to hound the old man.
No. He must taste the same foulness that I taste. He must know what glory he missed by staying here, the lapdog of a conqueror.
You want to speak with him?
Yes. Face to face. I will tell him the truth.
Hold here. We can continue.
What was it round these said? Our father spends his days in the mead halls, and his nights on barren planks of wood.
That's right.
We'll search the mead halls.
I remember one nearby. A sad hole where men soak their unhappiness.
We should look there.
We come empty-handed. Not even a gift to offer.
Rats don't appreciate gifts. They sniff and lick them, without care.
You are chipper, brother.
Once, just once, I'd have him take a bath.
He was a...
We should go. Look at him.
Father.
Sigurd? My son, Eivor! By Odin's blessing, come and let me look at you both.
That is far enough.
Blood of Tyr! What happened there? A grievous wound you have. Are you well?
Far better than I look, I assure you.
This calls for a toast. Your journey must have been long and cold. A drink to warm your blood!
We are not here to drink or make merry. Only to look upon the wreckage of a once great man.
And then what? Make new war against King Harald?
Stake a claim on his crown? Is that your wish? To sow more chaos here?
You're absurd, old man. What could possibly interest me in this frozen backwater?
I heard rumors that England was infested with kings already. I thought maybe you would return here to...
I've cast aside all dreams of kingship, father. A much greater end lies in wait for me. I have returned for one reason only. To say goodbye. And to thank you for your colossal failure.
Failure?
As a father, as a king, as a man. For without it, I would not have discovered my true self.
My failure, as you call it? My oath to King Harald was the only sensible path forward for a man in my situation.
And what have you done with yourself since? Drink heavily and weep for what might have been?
I have worked hard to broker peace across our land. To spread Harald's message of unity.
I heard you sleep beneath Harald's bed. Always at his beck and call. And that he uses your gaping mouth as a chamber pot.
You make light of my service to a great and powerful man. Is that how you treat those who serve you, Sigurd?
You pathetic worm!
Sigurd, this is not why we came.
Plans change.
As do hearts.
Not this one.
And you, Eivor?
You should have told us of your plan to bend the knee to Harald.
And spared me the shame of seeing my father debase himself like a gutted pig.
You are right. I owed you the truth, and for that I am sorry. But I will not apologize for what I did.
Then I have nothing left to say to you.
My son, please!
Sigurd, wait!
I have spoken my words, and he has spoken his. And from this class came bitterness. What more need be said?
I wish you well, Sigurd, in spite of all that has happened. I hope you find what you seek, and that it brings you peace.
It will. Our destiny awaits. Do not linger long.
I know you love him, Eivor. I know you trust him. But do not follow him blindly into darkness or despair.
This sad business is finished. Good riddance. And now we sail for further shores. To my true purpose. To my destiny. To the end of my road.
I will follow you as far as you wish in this world, brother. But if you mean to take us further, I may reconsider.
I do not think you will, Eivor. I think you will marvel at what I have to show you.
Still dwelling on your father?
Not at all. I was only reflecting on my visions, wondering at them. How present they are, like memories of yesterday.
Describe them for me, your visions.
My earliest was of a large door embedded in ice, far north of Herdafylke. The saga stone embedded at the top of its arch. As the visions grew stronger, the door opened, revealing many things. The life tree Yggdrasil, the golden fields of Valhalla, and the faces of our gods, all of whom called me friend, brother, warrior. I felt at home among them, warmed by their love.
You should know, you are not alone in this. I too have had visions.
Have you? And what did they foretell?
It is hard to say. I've seen Odin leading me into shadows. I've seen spinners weaving wild destinies from pools of blood. I saw the great beast Fenrir, the branches of the World Tree, and a man with...
Go on.
Valka warned me of a great betrayal. But what form it takes, I cannot say.
I see.
I hold to my oath, Sigurd. You know that. Betrayal is not in my nature.
Of course not. You are as stalwart as a pillar of stone. Come now. My destiny awaits.